Do, 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 do. You want to hit it out of the park when it comes to your bookkeeping services? You need me, Dr. Friday Tax and Financial Firm. Full service financials, which means we help you with QuickBooks. We're certified QuickBooks advisors. Full payroll service. We can handle it all. Deal with the IRS? I'm an enrolled agent, which means I'm licensed to be able to deal with the Internal Revenue Service on your behalf. Full financial services. We can handle giving information to your banks. You need this information if you're going to borrow money or if you need to put more money in your pocket. We're the firm for you. Dr. Friday Tax and Financial Firm. We're on your team to help you save more money. Easy. Pick up the phone. Give me a call. 615-367-0819. Check out the website. It's got all the information. www.drfriday.com or just email me friday@drfriday.com. We are back with the Dr. Friday Show. We're at the Viking Studios in Franklin, Tennessee, and we are here making Chicago-style pizza. I have Barb, Susan, and Donna Kay with me, all entrepreneurs. These guys are all building their own businesses, creating their own future, and they've done it. Why? Because they have the passion to want to do it. So I didn't get a chance, so we're going back to Donna Kay. Donna, why did you decide to go into real estate, you know, compared to other options you might have had?
Well, when I was in my early 30s, actually late 20s, I wanted to buy an apartment building that was for sale in our area, near the college, and rent it out.
Sounds ambitious, actually.
And my dad talked me out of it. My dad was, you know, he was always buying properties and then reselling them. He didn't flip houses, he'd buy land. So I've just always had an interest in it, and I love people. I love helping people.
That's probably good in your business.
Yeah, and I love making new friends.
So you decided that kind of fit really well. And your background with your father buying and selling things kind of gave you an idea of how that works, because it's a kind of a tricky thing. All right, so as we're moving down the line, I don't want to forget too much about the whole pizza thing. I get so excited talking to girls that are in the same passion I have. Girls, what we do next, just so you guys know, why don't you guys throw in some of the bell peppers, and Miss Susan, you want to throw in some mushrooms?
Absolutely.
And then someone can put a little of the tomatoes in here. And while we're doing this, this kind of reminds me about how we're all working together, building our business. See, we're all working, because teamwork is a big part of business. Making connections, because you guys are all kind of connected to one organization. I got you guys all from, what's the name of that organization, Barb?
Business Women of Spring Hill.
See, I just love the name alone, Business Women. Did you know there's 8.3 million women in business? $1.7 trillion that we earned last year alone, and we employ more than 7.7 million employees. That's more than the unions or anyone else. That's pretty impressive, I think, isn't it? All right, so talking about all that good stuff, see how that's starting to look really pretty. It's all kind of colorful and everything like that. I'll set this down here, and let's see if I don't want to set on top of your mushrooms there. Put it down. And when we're talking about that, one of the things I'll tell you, that there's a video clip that we're going to be putting in here in a second towards the end. And on the clip, it basically shows our president. No matter what, he is our president. Everyone has to agree with that. But in there, he was talking about how, as self-employed individuals, we didn't do it ourselves. That he, or the government, I should say, he says that government helped us build our businesses.
Somebody helped to create this unbelievable American system that we have that allowed you to thrive. Somebody invested in roads and bridges. If you got a business, you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen. The internet didn't get invented on its own. Government research created the internet, so then all the companies could make money off the internet.
Any opinions on that?
Well,
start with you, Miss Donna Kay.
Yes, I've got an opinion on that.
Okay.
I haven't seen the government around when I've been paying my dues and my fees or my advertising expense.
When the market went like this or like this, and that roller coaster you guys live on, especially in real estate. I know that they tried to help, but in some ways there's two sides to that. Some people have a big saying that if the government hadn't stepped in and brought a lot of the mortgages, it would have crashed completely. Other people say if it had went down and had a healthier upbringing, we haven't yet hit the bottom. We still have the commercial market. They say they could still take a big dive. We're not on solid ground yet. I mean, of course, the economy's not on solid ground. But then with self-employed people, our businesses never are really on solid ground. I mean, if we don't get out every single day and apply ourselves. So, you know, Susan, when you get out there, when you're making your contacts or going out, I mean, you can't take off weeks and weeks. I mean, are they going to keep using your service or know about your service if you stop telling people about your service? I mean,
of course not. And you know, it was a statement that I doubt very few people agreed with.
She's being sweet. You know, you just gotta look at this face and know that she's gonna be all of us girls. I have a feeling that Susan is gonna be our sweetie pie when it comes to this kind of thing. But I'm gonna come down here to the big bad Barbara, because you know. But no, I mean seriously, when it comes to our businesses and we're building them every single day, we're sacrificing. I took out mortgages. I don't know about how you guys all got into business, but mine took overhead, so I had to take a mortgage out of my business. I sweated through paying off that second. And at the same time, I still had regulations as far as business licenses, payroll taxes, all the things that were due. And if I didn't pay them, they weren't coming over and saying, oh, it's okay, I'll work with you. No, no, no. They say, I'm going to close you, I'm going to levy you if you don't do your job. You know, so I didn't really feel government was really supporting me in the way I would have liked. Again, I mean, I think so. What if you stop working today? I mean, is your business going to keep thriving on its own? I mean, without you being in it? I mean, if government's still there, are you going to be in business in a week?
No, I have to be creative every day. And, you know, you have to hire business coaches, and you have to hire people to do that. You can't call the government on the phone and say, hey, I need some help today. Can you help me?
Yes, that's the problem. I think in my mind, that's what it wasn't so much that the President of the United States said. It would have made me mad. Pretty much anybody in the press that had said this, right?
Exactly.
Is the idea that somebody felt that all of our blood, sweat, worries, you know, every day making our mortgages or whatever it might be, that they weren't. I mean, they weren't taking us important. It was like we were really contributing, yet statistically, small businesses pay the highest amount of tax dollars, which runs the government. That's the people making less than $250,000 that are really paying in on business licenses. We support the cities, the counties, and the federal government, not like a guy that gets a paycheck and pays into the federal fund. Us business owners have a lot more responsibility. So, okay, guys, really quickly, what would your advice be to somebody that's right now, and say it right to the cameras, what would it be that you would tell them if you could give some advice?
Number one, I would say, in our business, we had to pray about it, make sure it's the right thing to do. The next is mentor. Find someone else that's doing what you already do, that is successful at it. If you can come alongside of them, great, or just talk to them on the phone. Find out that you really want to do what you need to do and love what you do.
I love that one. All right, same thing. If you had some advice for someone that wanted to maybe go into business, what would you tell them?
First off is, like Barbara said, be sure that you're being led into the business that you feel is best for you, something that you can be totally passionate about, that you can love, and that you can also be sure to write down the why of you're doing this business. So on days that it is tough, that you can go back to your why and never give up.
I like that. That's good advice. How about you? Some advice for someone that wants to go into business?
Well, be sure if it's a people-oriented business that you love people, that you love helping people, and have a supportive husband and family.
All right, guys. I wanted to pull this out so first you can get a good picture of what a finished, deep dish, Chicago-based pizza looks like. When it comes to business, this is what I want to tell you. Sometimes it's not easy. It's a lot like cutting this pizza. It takes work and it takes creativity. These guys are prime examples. I'm always in your face. I'm always telling you as a self-employed woman, these are the things we have to do. But now you guys got some other faces to put behind that, and there's millions of others. No excuse for you not to follow your dreams, to take your passions as far as they're going to take you. And as Donna Kay said, get the family involved. You can't do it alone sometimes. I have my family. I'm sure these guys have their support systems as well. Make sure you involve everyone. It takes a team to build this kind of thing, but you can do it. That's the important thing. You can do it.